Right then, GamesMaster, issue 26, February 1995. Still only £2.25. Fond memories of this issue because it came with a massive poster which I had on my bedroom wall. I used to spend ages just staring at it, just seeing what characters I could spot. And there we go, 3 double-sided poster featuring the best ever plus Donkey Kong Country. And 95, a real year for change. 32-bit systems now making their way out, or already out actually. 3DO Demolition Man, Ridge Racer the first PlayStation review, Shadow Fighter Amiga, Rise Star Mega Drive, Unirally SNES, Kasuma Ninja Jaguar, Elite 3 PC. So we'll have a look, shall we? Now, I've got the window open up here in the games room because it's sweltering. You probably hear a bit of noise, maybe a dog bark from next door. Some news here, Neptune closer than Saturn, towering mushrooms ahoy. So what I've got to say about this, let's have a look. While the rest of the world waits with bated breath for the Saturn to be officially released outside of Japan, Sega announced the launch of the Neptune Console. Before you go and get all excited though, it's just a standard Mega Drive with a 32X built in. The unit will be compatible with the Mega CD, allowing new CD games to utilise the 32-bit technology as well, and will hit the shelves around £200. Unfortunately, until the autumn when the machine is launched, we'll have to put up with the towering mushrooms. This reinforces our commitment to the 32X for the next couple of years, Sega UK wibbled unconvincingly. Oh yeah. The Neptune never happened, did it? Never happened. And it's a good job really, because I think Sega were releasing everything under the sun. Too many add-ons. What we got then? Use 3DO, use the Force. Helps if you look at page. Some spot cream there. Combat column. Charts. So look, SNES, Donkey Kong Country, Mega Drive is FIFA Soccer 95, Amiga Cannon Fodder 2, Game Boy Donkey Kong 94. 95's Mystic Megs. So there we go, big year. So see the Virtual Boy there, Neo Geo CD, Sega Saturn, a mighty PlayStation, Ultra 64. Obviously rechristened as the Nintendo 64. There we go, PlayStation, Sega Saturn. The secret history of the PlayStation. So let's see what they said about that. Sony have almost overnight become a major force in the world of gaming, and who do they think, thanks to their success? Nintendo. The big end signed Sony up to develop a CD drive for the SNES. Part of the deal was that Sony could manufacture a SNES compatible machine, but Nintendo changed their minds and signed a deal with Philips instead. Obviously Sony didn't just curl up and die, and instead invested a lot of money making the PlayStation bigger and scarier than it ever was intended to be. The result was a 32-bit monster, now on sale in Japan. As far as we can gather, Sony are still legally entitled to make the PlayStation Super NES compatible, although in the wake of games like Ridge Racer this would be more than a tad pointless. Technically, could Nintendo be cacking their corporate pants? So yeah, even back in 95 it was quite clear what had gone off. I always thought that came out afterwards, but yeah, obviously not. Secret history of the Saturn. Sega got a load of chips together out of their arcade machines and made a 32-bit CD based console. Wait a minute, that's not very secret, is it? However, much of the technical genius involved in making arcade games like Virtual Racer and Virtual Fighters has gone into building the home console. Hitachi have been involved since the project's inception, somewhere around the end of '92. During that time, the project has undergone many changes. Spin-offs from Saturn technology include the Mega 32X and the new Neptune Console. Oh, and the Saturn was originally intended to have just the one Hitachi CPU, but now boasts two. That's mainly because the boss of Sega went berserk when he read about the PlayStation's superior technical specifications. So yeah, we know that now. And of course, the 2 CPUs just made it harder for programmers and developers to produce games. So I think ultimately that well, it hurt Sega, didn't it? It hurt them, yeah. And I also read that the Saturn was originally intended to be like a 2D powerhouse, and then obviously the PlayStation specs came out and everything was going 3D. So I do think the Saturn does really well at 2D games, 2D shooters. But yeah, I mean, you can't argue the PlayStation. It revolutionised 3D gaming. The jump from 16 to 32-bit was pretty incredible, and I don't think we've seen that kind of jump since. When's World 2? Not. True Lies on the SNES, great film. It's not even out yet. $59.99 February. Got that on the Mega Drive. Good game. Micro Machines. Now available on SNES and Game Boy. Sink or Swim. What's that on? SNES. I think I have played that before years ago. BC Racers on the Mega CD. Road Rash 3 on the Mega Drive. 50 quid. Dominic Diamond's Big Purple Column. Obviously a play on words there. Reviews. So, Ridge Racer. I mean, looking back now, this is a mind-blowing game. 40 quid import. What have they said about it? Let's have a look. Graphics, virtually faultless. It's like the real thing minus the insurance. Sound, there's a humorous voiceover and some bleepy ravey tracks that bend your mind out. You can even mix your own CD in. Yeah, you could, once it loaded up, you could open the lid and put your own CD in. It feels just like the real thing and is enormously compelling. Lifespan is very good and has scores that handle very differently, but it only has 1 track. Overall, I think this is a great game. It's like having an arcade in your home without the strain on your floor, but I am worried that I might not keep you playing forever. Oh yeah, graphics, virtually faultless. Yeah, and that's coming from 1995. Played Rage Racer, that's the favourite of my out of the series for me, and yeah, it's not aged too good. That's the thing with these 3D games. I mean, you compare them to like a 2D platform like Rise Star, and it still looks pretty nice today. It's colourful. I mean, look, they've got it 57%. So what have they said about this in graphics? Just like Sonic when I was good. Oh dear. And this is a magazine that used to slag Sonic off. Many a time it's just like Sonic off. So yeah, maybe they're starting to wind down with the 16-bit reviews, and they're obviously gearing up to the next generation, 32-bit. And they probably just think that 16-bit games will look crap. 32X, Cosmic Carnage, never played that. Afterburner on the 32X, 50%. Graphics, it moves very fast, but when you're close to objects they go all blocking horrible. Damn close to the arcade then. 50. Need to play that. International Superstar Soccer on the SNES, 89. Demolition Man on the 3DO. Good game. Sorry, good film. Good film. Not so sure about the game. Black Hawk. Is that Black Phone on the 32X? Lion King graphics, superb animation, and the rest of the graphics match the console versions perfectly. Yeah. Disney didn't go too far wrong, did they, with most games they produced? Apart from Fantasia. Wario Blast, I had this on the Game Boy. Great game. Mighty Max. Did have a couple of Mighty Max toys when I was a kid. I think it used to rival Polly Pocket. I know my sister she was into Polly Pockets. What's this here? Kid Clown in Crazy Chase. Never heard of it. C2 Judgment Clay. Clay Fighter 2. I remember this. Obviously a play on Terminator 2. Yeah, I've not seen or heard anything about Clay Fighter in ages. Union Rally on the SNES. I'm playing that. Looks interesting. Something you'd see on a mobile, you know, a mobile phone, a mobile game. Today. Jaguar CD add-on. Expected January, February 95. £200. Sega Power Mega Swiv. That's a shooter, isn't it? 87%. Never played that either. Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. Slayer on the 3DO. Jaguar Consuming Ninja 47. Jesus. Graphics. The backgrounds really give a feel of stereogram style depth, but the animation's a bit slow and jerky. What's this? Calculus, is it? Yeah, Mega Drive 32X. 5 times £10 games vouchers, £169.99. Biker Mice from Mars. Great cartoon. SNES, 72%. Super Play. Donkey Kong Country. Tips. Urban Strike. Super Punch Out. We've got some Action Replay carts. We've got some Action Replay codes. Got old Sonic and Knuckles there, and then we've got some letters. Double page spread for Ultimate Future Games, issue 4 on sale February the 2nd. So many consoles back then, isn't there, when you think about it? I mean, look what we've got there. We've got 3DO, PlayStation, Saturn, 32X, Neo Geo CD, 3DO, and then you still had the, you know, the then current lineup: SNES, Mega Drive, PC Engine, I suppose. Neo Geo again. So many consoles, and then you look now and what we got. Not a lot. Letters and a advert for Cannon Fodder, and that is it. Short but sweet. That is issue 26, February 1995. And my arm's shaking trying to hold the phone. So hard trying to hold an iPhone 6 compared to the iPhone 5. Keep saying that, don't I? Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that, and then I'll see you again on the next one. So until then, I'll see you on Cocker. See you on.